All right, let's do the old classic. Let's do some quick dinner, some steak and mushroom recipe. You're gonna really like this one, fairly easy. Everyone can do this simple stuff. So I'm gonna be using some filet mignon. This is highland cow, so it's very dry meat, a lot less fat in it. So I'm using a small piece of filet mignon. I'm gonna make a small ball out of it. So you gotta be careful of a smaller piece like that. If you're trying to cook it just flat or on its side, that you're gonna waste the meat. So you get a small ball done so you do have enough cooking surface. That's going to be making it great. I'm using some imported olive oil. That's going to give it a real nice taste. Keeping this recipe extremely simple so you guys can do it. I love doing very simple recipe. Nice quick dinner. So let's get on that. Let's get some olive oil all over. This will help us when we put our rub on it, and then we'll be able to make it stick a lot better to the meat. That meat obviously was left on the counter, and it's at room temperature as it is. This rub I'm using is I'm using some dark chocolate base rub. The recipe's on the channel if you guys are interested, or any rub that you like will do the same. So I'm doing two types of cooking tonight. I am obviously doing the filet mignon. I'll try it on in a steel pan, and then I'll use the other steak. I'll be just doing it standard pan, just for fun, just to show you we can do it in whatever type of pans that you want. Very easy. It's also a lot easier to do it in a standard cast iron pan, but just to show that you can do it whatever pan you have. It's no big deal. You can get it done. So while that's done, I'm gonna prep my veggies. I like to prep my my mushrooms and my veg almost always the same way. Cut them in the half decent size, and then I'm gonna go forward and put that all in a big bowl, and I'll do my mix right in the bowl. I do the same thing when I cook some veggie on the actual in the stove. Same thing. Put all of that in the bowl, and then I do my mix. So I'll be adding my olive oil, and then I'll be able to put the mix in, and it's gonna be cooked all at the same time. I'm using a large onion, so basically you'll need your onion, your mushroom, a couple of cloves of garlic. So when we're gonna be cooking this steak, we'll be using that, some rosemary, and a bit of parsley. That's basically all that we'll need for our cooking today, and that's gonna make it nice and easy. Really easy recipe to do. You can get that ready, and no more than 15-20 minutes before you start. For your garlic, I'm gonna use some of my garlic. It's gonna go in with my veggies. I'll be cooking that with my veggies, with my onions and mushroom. I'll be mixing that together, and the rest of my garlic I'll be using for when I cook the actual steak. I'll put a couple of cloves of garlic in there, and then I'll do that. So when I'll cook the steak, the base, and then I'll be using the rosemary and some of the garlic. For this case, this garlic I'm cutting in extremely small pieces, and that will be going in with my veggies to the cooking. It'll give you a small garlic taste on the mushrooms, and then the same thing with the onions. Be able to get those caramelized real nice and tasty. I love doing this cooking. Really easy to do, very relaxing, and then it's always fun to do a simple recipe because you can't really mess it up, and then that makes everybody happy. A couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to be good to go to start mixing all of this together. You can probably do that all in the pan, a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to get the oil and then everything mixed together while it's not in the pan. I like to do that because generally I prep those up and I let it sit for a while. I feel like the rub and the oil actually goes in to the veggie a lot better, and it does taste a bit different. I like that. And plus, when it's all ready on the counter, it's good to go whenever you're ready to get it cooked. This will cook in less than 10 minutes, steak and veggie, so you don't really have to worry and think about getting too much stuff prepped. Try to keep the stuff simple, like a lot of my friends say, keep it simple, stupid. So we got to keep it simple. So bit of rosemary, you don't need to put too many in it. You'll also have some rosemary with your steak. So that's basically what it looks like. And get that all caramelized and all cooked, and then that's basically it for your veggie. Next thing we're gonna go on while this is cooking is we're gonna get our steak ready. I'll start with the filet mignon. I'm going to use it in the melt pan. So I got my butter going in there, and then I'm going to put my filet mignon a couple of minutes each side. Just wait for it to have the right proper color, and then I'll be going from there. Once they're cooked both sides, you do the standard basting with the garlic and the rosemary, and that basically takes care of your filet mignon. That's fairly easy to do. You guys have all seen me how to do a steak in a pan, quite easy. And then you just pour the butter on top of it, and then once you're happy with that, you just let it rest for a couple of minutes, and then that's really all there is to do for that one. So that one extremely simple. The next one we're going to do is going to be my other steak, and I'll be doing those in a different type of pan, just to show you that it doesn't really matter what pan you use. You can do it all, and it's all the same. So put that away. This steak is not that thick, so I won't be leaving it on there too long, because there's really nothing to cook, and I don't want to overcook it, and I still want the middle of it to be red and nice and tasty. So same thing, rosemary, butter, do the one side, flip once, and then once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna start basting, and then I'm gonna be able to let it sit and then rest before serving. While that is going on, my mushrooms and onions are ready, and this is what I call my quick steak supper for two, for a quick dinner during the week. And that's really easy and simple to do, and I hope you guys enjoy easy, simple recipes and join the channel. Thank you. Have a good one.